Hello dear viewers, it's English news for this hour with me Bersabet Taghle. Let's start with the major headlines for today. Seminar conducted to nationals in Germany. Eritrean Cycling Championship commences today. North Korea military approved plans to strengthen war deterrent. And European Union awards Ukraine and Moldova candidate status. On your local news, Eritrean National Committee in Düsseldorf, Germany organized seminar to nationals residing in North Rhine-Westphalia on 16 June. Speaking at the occasion, Mr. Kibra Abtakheste, Consul General of Eritrea in Frankfurt, indicating the Eritrean people's resilience against external hostilities, gave extensive briefing on the timely responsibility of nationals in the national affairs. Pointing out that the noble values are the center force of the Eritrean people, Mr. Kibrab said that nurturing conscious and competent youth is the responsibility of every citizen and called for reinforced participation to the regard. Mr. Kibrab also called on the youth to develop organizational capacity, inherit the noble societal values, and fulfill and fully comprehend the history of their country and play due part in the national affairs. Mr. Kasai Tawalde, head of public and community affairs, on his part indicating that the Eritrean people emerged victorious against all sorts of external conspiracies, called for transferring the noble values to the young generation. Mr. Kasai also gave briefing on the Festival 2022 that will be held on the 9th and 10th July. Proceeding with your news, Eritrean Road Cycling Championship 2022 commences today, 24 June, at the Asmara Mardi Cemetery area with individual time trial. At the junior men category that covered 18 kilometers, Akhlilu Arafaine, Samuel Haile, and UL Habtaab stood first, second, and third, respectively. Arsema Welde Mikael also won the junior females category that covered 9 kilometers, while Niat Tesfa Haymanot from Denden Club and Fethawit Taghlu from Arad Club finished second and third. At the female elite and under 23 category that covered 18 kilometers, Danait Futsum and Adiam Dawit from Denden Club won the gold and silver medals respectively, while Milena Yafet the bronze medal. The men's elite and under 23 category that covered 36 kilometers was highly expected by the cycling fans. Accordingly, the Eritrean professional cyclist Binyam Girmay finished the race in 43 minutes, 36 seconds and 76 microseconds and became the fastest Eritrean rider of 2022. Merhawi Kudus finished the race in 15 seconds behind Binyam, and Aman El Gebres Gabiher finished 27 seconds behind Binyam to stand third. The offices of the PFDJ and the National Union of Eritrean Youth and Students branches in the southern region organized vocational training program to 189 youth from 7 to 17 June in Mendefera, aimed at developing the capacity of the youth. The training included role and concept of political ideology and organization, role of the youth in development and resilience, religion in terms of its history and influence, psychological war and its influence, as well as national charter. Speaking at the conclusion event of the program, Mr. Habta Abtesfatian, governor of the Southern region, said that developing capacity of the youth has significant contribution in the provision of effective and timely service to the public. Indicating that the main wealth of the country is its human resources, Ms. Amete Neguse, secretary of the PFDJ in the region, called on the trainees to play a leading role in the implementation of the charted out development drives. Commending the the opportunity they were provided, the trainees called for the sustainability of the training program. Last, we have an announcement from the Ministry of Health. 3 patients have been diagnosed positive for COVID-19 and tests is carried out today at testing stations in the central region. On the other hand, 5 patients who have been receiving medical treatment in hospital in the central region have recovered fully and have been discharged from the facility. The total number of recovered patients has accordingly increased to 9,674, while the number of deaths stands at 103. The total number of confirmed cases in the country to date has increased to 9,788. Minister of Health, Asmara, June 24, 2022. Dear viewers, that was all with the domestic news. Coming up will be international news after the short break. Welcome back. On your global news, North Korean leader Kim Jong-un has ordered the strengthening of the country's defense capabilities at a key meeting where top military officials adopted an important action plan for frontline troops. The decisions reported by state media today have raised fears that North Korea may be planning to deploy tactical nuclear weapons to frontline artillery units. According to the state-run news agency, Kim presided over the enlarged meeting of the 8th Central Military Commission, where yesterday top officials approved an important issue of providing a military guarantee for further strengthening the country's war deterrent. The report made a rare mention of North Korea revising its war plans, saying officials at the meeting had decided to bolster the operational duties of the country's frontline units with an important military action plan. The state-run news agency did not elaborate on the action plan, but analysts say the country could be planning to deploy battlefield nuclear weapons targeting South Korea along their tense border. On your last news, President of the European Council, Charles Michel, has announced yesterday that Ukraine and Moldova have been both granted European Union candidate status and describes the European Council's decision as a historic moment. Ukraine applied days after the Russian invasion in February, and the process moved at a record speed. Its president, Volodymyr Zelensky, held yesterday's decision and tweeted that Ukraine's future is within the European Union. The mayor of the Ukrainian capital, Kiev, former boxer Vitaly Klitschko, paid an emotional tribute to his fellow citizens resisting the invasion. According to the mayor, Ukraine has paid a very high price for this chance and still have a lot to do on the way to the European family. Candidate status is the first official step towards European Union membership, but it can take many years to join, and there is no guarantee of success. You're still watching ERi-TV, dear viewers, and now recap of today's major headlines. Seminar conducted to nationals in Germany. Eritrean Cycling Championship commences today. North Korea military approves plans to strengthen war deterrent. And European Union awards Ukraine and Moldova candidate status. Dear viewers, that was it for today. Thanks for watching.